Okay, so now we are able to calculate the value in use. We are able to get our fair value less cost to sell, so we have our recoverable amount. If my recoverable amount is now lower than my actual carrying amount, my asset is overstated and I must account for an impairment loss. And again, this is last year's work, so nothing new. We will recognize in P&L on the date the asset is tested for impairment, except if it reverses a previous revaluation surplus in OCI. So therefore, we will first then debit my revaluation surplus, and then the remaining part of the amount, it will be impairment loss in P&L. I hope you also remember, after an impairment, my depreciation going forward will be my recoverable amount divided by my remaining useful life. If I think of deferred tax, my impairment will not have an effect for SARS. SARS does not know anything about this impairment, but the impairment is actually seen as the acceleration of depreciation. So again, it will be a timing difference because my asset will now be sooner depreciated because I've already decreased the value of the asset as well with the impairment. So therefore, it will lead to a temporary difference. Because it's a timing difference versus wear and tear and depreciation and impairment, and you are all able to then do the deferred tax calc, and you can work through your gripping gap examples as well. When must an impairment loss be reversed? So for each asset on which the entity recognized an impairment loss, the entity must consider if there's ever an indicator that there's a reversal. So that will be the opposite of the indicators that actually indicated that the asset is impaired. So now we can actually get more out of this asset. Or at least at year end, consider if there's an indicator that a previous impairment loss should be reversed. The journal will now be the opposite. So in this case, I will debit my accumulated depreciation and impairment losses, credit my impairment loss, reversed. If I'm on the cost model, very important, the reversal may not lead to my asset now being higher than my asset's historical carrying amount. Because remember, on the cost model, I'm not allowed to revalue. So I can never go above my asset's historical carrying amount. However, if I'm on the revaluation model, I can go above my historical carrying amount in OCI. However, the reversal may not lead to the asset's carrying amount being higher than the asset's most recent fair value less accumulated depreciation. So what the actual carrying amount would have been if the impairment loss was never recognized. So please make sure you work through your gripping gap and you understand to account for an impairment loss and the reversal thereof.